Oh snap, Glaze is going live.
Natural endurance, stamina, and action.
Hey Kelly, what you reading?
Oh man, bro, this is such a good book. Super dope book.
The shooter is also dead.
It's not clear at this hour whether there was any sort of standoff or whether officers fired shots when they arrived, and a motive is still not known. But we will hopefully learn a lot more about that motive, about the suspect, about what happened inside Walmart last night, as police are set to hold a briefing in the next hour to take questions on this.
CNN's Brian Todd live for us on the scene in Chesapeake, Virginia this morning. Brian, what are you learning?
Well, Don, I can set the scene for you a little bit here with our first hints of daylight. We'll zoom past me to the entrance of the Walmart right there where law enforcement personnel have been coming in and out of that entrance all morning. This attack unfolded a little less than 9 hours ago. The first calls came into police just after 10 p.m. Eastern time. What we're told by a law enforcement source who spoke to CNN was that an employee or a former employee walked into a break room where people were gathered and opened fire. At some point, that employee or former employee turned the gun on himself. As you reported, as we've been confirming for the last couple of hours, the city of Chesapeake confirming 6 people were killed, 6 victims dead. The gunman is also dead. We're told that at least 5 people are being treated for their injuries at a local hospital, but an update on their conditions was not immediately available. But again, here they were combing through this for hours. It took them hours to process and go through the store, make sure there were no additional victims, that there was no one hiding. So this crime scene has taken several hours for police to go through, and they've just rendered it safe. But again, they're still combing through this for evidence. Don.
Okay, so Brian, that news conference is expected to happen in a short time here. Where does the investigation go? I guess we'll learn from that, and also a motive at this point we still don't know, so we'll have to wait for this press conference.
That's right. We're going to be pressing hard for a possible motive. We need to know who this gunman was, whether there were any conflicts, were there any warning signs at this place of business regarding this person. So, again, these are answers that hopefully the police will be coming up with in the next couple of hours. We're going to be pressing for details on that. But again, a very dramatic scene here unfolding in just a few minutes. The police responded very quickly, and it seemed to have been over fairly quickly. Again, right behind me, you can see some of these vehicles coming in and out of here. And this is going to be probably the scene of a heavy law enforcement presence for some days. The FBI and the ATF are also on the scene.
Hey, good day, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Listen, folks, just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I'm your host, the one they call Brian Glaze Gibbs. This is my story. This is my ministry. What I do is I talk about the good, I talk about the bad, I talk about the ugly. But even right now, we go into the holiday season. You know what? Thanksgiving. Next thing you know, you got Christmas. You know what? It's New Year's. But what we have to do and learn to understand, be thankful, be grateful. You know what? I'm going to talk about the story today in regards to what happened at Walmart last night. When you sit back and you look at it, when you go to work, when your family, your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your son, your daughter, your grandkids, your grandparent, your aunt, your uncle, they go to work. And right now is the worst thing about going to work if they never make it home. Right now, if they get into a car accident and die, or they go to work and get caught up into what? Workplace violence. How do that happen? How did that occur? How the heck you going to work? If you're not a law enforcement agency or a fireman, guess what? To me, if you go to work, you should be able to come home safe and sound. But today, what I'm going to speak about is what happened at Walmart. What happened at Walmart in Virginia, last night. Okay, what I got is At least 7 people are dead after a gunman opened fire at a Walmart supermarket in Chesapeake in the U.S. state of Virginia, officials say. A man believed to be the store manager opened fire, then turned the gun on himself, is now dead. The city of Chesapeake earlier tweeted to confirm an active shooter incident with fatalities. Multiple others was injured in the shooting. The attacker motive remained unclear. Police told reporter that the attack happened at 10:12 Eastern Time last night. Footage appeared online which appeared to show an eyewitness wearing Walmart uniform describing what happened. He said he had left a staff room, which a manager then entered and opened fire. Sadly, we lost a few of our associates. The man said, clarifying that he did not know how many of his colleagues were shot. Police spokesperson Leah say the shooting was believed to have happened inside the store and that the suspect acted alone. Walmart say it was shocked at this tragic event and that it was working closely with law enforcement. A further update from police in Chesapeake is expected later on Wednesday morning. A spokesperson for Central Norfolk General Hospital was quoted by local television station WAVY-TV saying that 5 people was being treated there. One woman told WAVY-TV that her brother, a 20-year-old employee of the shop, was shot just 10 minutes after signing on for work. But she say her sibling was able to talk to a relative and send text saying that, he was all right. Another woman named Gita Jeffrey told CNN that her mother had been inside the building when the attack took place and had managed to send text messages. Miss Jeffrey said her mother was not hurt but was in shock. Mark Weiner, a Democratic senator for the state of Virginia, tweeted that he was sickened by a report of yet another mass shooting. Virginia State Senator L. Louise Lucas, also a Democrat, added that she was absolutely heartbroken. She wrote on Twitter, "I would not rest until we find a solution to end this gun violence epidemic in our country." Tuesday evening attack come just days after gunmen opened fire at a LGBT nightclub in the U.S. state of Colorado, killing 5 people and injuring 17 others. In 2019, a mass shooting at a Walmart in the city of El Paso in Texas left 23 dead. Folks, listen, man. Sit back and look at it. What happened? Regardless, everything, honestly speaking, to me, go back to the basic principle. Learning how to respect one another. Learning how to treat each other. Learning how to talk to one another. Right now is, guess what? Who knows what took place? And right now is what's going on. But a lot of times what we have to do is we have to stop as human being emotional immature. We have to stop being sensitive. We have to understand regardless. Sticks and stone may break my bones, but words would never hurt me. When you got people that's out there and, you're saying, for example, like they in a work environment. And if you being disrespectful to people, guess what? What are they going to turn into? It's like only thing we have to do is how do we learn to get along? How do we learn stop to be so combative? Everything got to be challenged. Everything we feel we got something to prove. A lot of times right now, man, listen, develop thick skin. Stop being emotional immature. Show respect to the next man, next woman. And you know what? A lot of times you don't have to like me. I don't have to like you. But if I respect you, you respect me, chances are it ain't going to be no problem. But everybody want to laugh, joke, play, tease, bully. And you know what? Sometimes what that equal to workplace violence. That equal to some type of form of disaster. And like I try to say right now, folks, listen, man, my deepest condolences to the victim. Their family, may they so rest in peace and their spirits lifted. Right now is trusting and praying that the folks that was injured have a speedy recovery. And like I told you right now, man, this is the time that we got to get together, man. And we supposed to be thankful, man. Like I say, no prayer, no power. Less prayer, less power. More prayer, more power. Much prayer, much power. Hit the like button, subscribe, share. Hey, get your signed copy of the Beyond Lucky book, The Brian Glaze Gibbs Story. A true story, crack, money, murder, redemption. If I, of all people, can change, anybody can change. Because change comes from within.